Hello? I'm not a real big speaker or anything, but I just want to thank you all of you, for coming from far away and close. Bonnie, welcome to the family. Love you. Everybody enjoy themselves, have a great night. This is going to be fun. All right.
Nate, give a speech.
Yes, sir.
Get the microphone, Nate.
Well, I'm not a very good public speaker either, so I'm going to read something. I've been reading the Nicholas Sparks book, At First Sight, and as I was reading it, actually in that big rainstorm the other night, these were words that a mother is speaking to their child, or grown person who is getting married, and I'm going to read it to you, and I thought it was very appropriate. So I don't think I can, I'm going to start off with this. Anyway, this Nicholas Sparks is writing, and this is a woman talking to her child about getting married. And it says, a man promises to do the things to keep you happy in hopes that you too will do things that keep him happy. And men have certain needs, and women have different needs. And that's the way it was 100 years ago, and that's the way it's going to be hundreds of years from now. And if you both realize that, and you both work on meeting each other's needs, you'll have a good marriage. And part of that, for both of you, is trust. And in the end, it's that simple. And just when you think it can't get any worse, it can. And just when you think it can't get any better, it will. But as long as you remember that he loves you and you love him, and both of you remember to act that way, you'll both be just fine. Thank you. We love you.
God bless you.
All right, how about another round of applause for all those wonderful speeches? Love all you guys, and I really thank you for the kind words. Before I say a few words, a couple of housekeeping items. Outside, you may have seen the photo booth that's set up in the hallway. I encourage all of you to go out there and get your picture taken. They'll give you a strip of your photos, and then they'll ask you to put one in a photo album, and you can they'll be our guest book. So please go out there and do that. And you also notice the frames that the place cards are in. Those are your gifts to keep, and they're perfect size for a little photo booth picture. So there you go. So during desserts, Bonnie and I will be coming around to get pictures taken at each of the individual tables. We'll start at table 1 and kind of make our way through. So try and stick around once you see us. Getting close to you guys. And once we're done with that, we'll get music going, and we'll get this party started. I would like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I know a lot of you traveled, pretty far distances to get here, and the greatest gift that we'll have tonight will be just being able to celebrate this day with all of our friends and family. So thank you very much for coming. It really does mean a lot to you. I would especially like to thank our parents, Judy and Steve Korte and Jennifer Wyrock, for all their hard work with us growing up and all your support through this wedding. And it's really been a fantastic experience. We're happy to be able to be a part of it with us and share this with us. I'd also like to thank all the Kortes and all the Wyrocks for coming. I know I speak for Bonnie when I say we've been dating for a while now and kind of feel like one big family, but it really is nice to finally have it official. I'd like to thank all the bridesmaids and all the groomsmen and the ushers for all their hard work today and building up to the wedding. It's really made this whole process really smooth for us, and thank you very much for that. I'd like to thank all the staff here at the Landmark for all of their hard work and helping everything go smoothly today. They've done a great job so far. I do remember the day that I met Bonnie. I can't say that it was love at first sight. It was more like, whoa, this girl's way out of my league at first sight. But for some reason, she decided to talk to me, and we hit it off. And once we started dating, it didn't take long for our relationship to progress. We went from first date to dating exclusively to being absolutely in love pretty quickly. Now, that whole next getting married step, that took a little bit longer, but here we are today, and we got it done. In fact, when I called my family and said, talked to my parents and said, we're engaged, I was talked to my dad, and I was kind of expecting, congratulations, or that's great. Instead, I got well, it's about time. But the fact of the matter is that from very early on, I knew that this day would come when Bonnie and I would talk about it with friends, or when we would talk about it individually. It was never a matter of when we get married, it was just a matter of if we get married, it was a matter of when we'll get married. And I'm so happy that this day has finally come. For all you that know Bonnie, she's one of the strongest people that you'll ever meet. She deals with pressure and adversity with more grace and poise than anybody I know. But there's a softness that comes with that strength, and that's what I love about Bonnie, is her ability to handle difficult situations in a kind and caring way without, being abrasive. That is, unless you screw up the toppings on the pizza when you order that, then everything goes in trouble. But I do have so much respect for my wife. Just 1 month ago, she was working full-time, going to school part-time, and working on this wedding. And the result, well, she's on the dean's list, and I think we all know how the wedding has gone so far. So she deserves the best, and I plan to do everything I can to give you the best. So I want to thank you all again for coming. It should be a fun night, and I just want you to remember that when you return to work during this week, and you're sitting in your office or you're sitting in your cube, your mind wanders back to this day. Just remember that while you're thinking of us, we'll also be thinking of all of you. Except we'll be sitting on a beach in Barbados, drinking rum punch, and you guys will be in your office. So, thank you. Love you guys. As if we haven't talked enough tonight, I'd like to just have everybody's attention real quick. It's kind of a tradition in our family. We have a family song, and I'd like to sing it for you. And I'm gonna hand the microphone to my grandpa Earl, and he's gonna lead the way for us here.
Here you go, everybody. Korte family is the best family that ever came over from old Germany. There's the Highland Dutch and the Lowland Dutch, the Rotterdam Dutch and the Goddamn Dutch, singing glorious, glorious.